We have Natalie Maclean here talking about the Great Canadian Wine Match. And if you need a little encouragement to get involved, we constantly talk about eating local, what it does for our environment, what it does for our local producers. Wait until you hear these statistics about wine and what it injects into the economy. If you buy Canadian wine,
it's going to put about $7 or $8 into the economy because it's our own jobs, our own spin-off industries. It's not just the wine itself, of course. It's the grape growers and everybody associated in that food chain, tourism, etc. If you buy a wine from outside Canada, a foreign wine, it injects about 45, 50 cents into the economy. It's pretty dramatic.
So if you have a favorite French wine, we're not discouraging that purchase. We're just saying maybe you could buy one from, say, Prince Edward County or another region occasionally and just sort of shake it up and support local winemakers and winemakers like we left off here. We hadn't talked about Cave Spring, which is from the Niagara region, and they have a real variety.
They do. I mean, there's lots of different, they're famous for their crisp Rieslings. They're Riesling masters, and this wine is a beautiful wine with seafood, especially as we head into the summer months. Even grilled seafood, whatever you like. But they do make a variety, and they're one of the oldest wineries, but I think one of the best in Niagara.
Interesting. And the Chenin Blanc is delicious as well.
Beautiful.
Okay, this is
Henry of Pelham, another long stay sort of stalwart in Niagara, and one of our best producers again. They make a whole range of reds and whites. They're famous for their big reds, Baco Noir, which are terrific for barbecue. Think steak, hamburgers, grill, Canada Day.
So this is your good barbecue pick.
Yes.
And oh, look, you're even having us look ahead to Canada Day.
Absolutely.
We should tell you, the winners of this competition, there is a lot of prestige involved. Prestige, there is going to be a sticker on the bottle.
Yes, those award decals. Everybody who is either nominated or wins can say Canada's best wine for seafood nominee or winner.
And there'll also be a sleeve on the bottle.
Like a neck tag with the same thing, but also maybe some recipes for Canada Day or beyond, so that we give consumers some helpful guidance.
So suggesting that this wine is great with, as we said, seafood or with poultry.
Exactly.
So, okay, this is the one, I love it when you say this. This is the how do you say this?
You're getting there.
Yeah.
Gewürztraminer.
Gewürztraminer. Tell us about the Gewürztraminer.
Well, it's a beautiful wine. This one's from BC, actually, and it's a crisp white, but it's got some floral and spice notes to it. So if you've got a bit of spice or herb rub on that chicken or seafood, this is your go-to wine in the summer.
Now, if you feel that we're going a little bit too fast, you can always watch Natalie tell you all of this again about the wines on our website. And, of course, there's always a link, and you just go to the News at Noon under programs, and Natalie will give you the recap. But this is a dessert wine.
Yes, this is one of our famous ice wines, Toss from Niagara. Again, a really terrific producer. This one's made from a red grape, thus the color, but it would be beautiful with, say, strawberry shortcake and maybe a bit of melting ice cream on the side and a sunny deck.
See, this is where the whole pairing comes in.
It does.
Because it brings out the features in both the food and the wine. Tell us about Quail's Gate.
Quail's Gate, this is what they call their Optima, and it is a late harvest, meaning the grapes were picked later in the year, so it's got some sweetness, not quite as much as the ice wine we just looked at, but it's beautiful. Again, with any fruit-based dessert, it's from BC. And, you know, picking up on your point, Leanne, we do enjoy wine with food and good company. It's not usually that we're drinking a lot of wines in isolation, unless you happen to be a lonely wine writer. But most of us enjoy them with food, and that's why we decided to make this competition a food pairing one. To really, if it's going to be grassroots, people's choice, people voting, how do they enjoy wine? How do we enjoy wine? It's always with food.
It's exciting to see how excited you are about Canadian wines. And we have the one last one. We will not miss the last one, which is Mission Hill from BC.
Mission Hill, again, one of the big producers out in BC, starts with some entry-level wines, goes right up to cult classics with Oculus and others. A number of Mission Hill wines have been nominated in this competition. This is fantastic for your Victoria Day weekend barbecue.
And you know, I think this is a fantastic event because any of you who may be frustrated wine writers and you're out there, or you're the person who's the go-to person for all of your friends and you always make the suggestions and you know what everyone else should know about, share.
Exactly, share. And that's what this is about, coast-to-coast toast to our own wines. Vote for them, nominate. It just takes a few clicks. You don't have to be an expert. You just have to be passionate about these wines.
Coast-to-coast toast. She waited till the end to deliver that line. And we should say, Natalie is going to be offering us, as of the beginning of June, a regular pick of the week, her wine choice of the week. They won't all be Canadian. They will be...
But they'll be all available locally in stores or directly from wineries. Everybody can buy them, but I'm looking forward to that, Leanne.
Fantastic. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Great idea.
Okay.
Michael.